name is Crafty Los, hip-hop R&B singer from Little Rock, Arkansas, and this is my motivation.
You know, sometimes it gets hard. You get tired of struggling for this and that. But I want y'all to know that I've been through all that. And I just want y'all to know a little something about me. Come on.
Usually every day I get up, I take walks, I go to the Arkansas Central Library, and I go to the different shelters where I can make sure that I get clothes and get a bath, and give me something to eat from the shelters like the Salvation Army, the Dream Center, and Under the Bridge by the River Market, and the Stew Pot. Those places that I go to besides I walk and just sit around in the park, just try to pass the time away. Well, I've been living out on the streets for quite a while now. It's been like 4 or 5 years now. You know, been living in different shelters and just laying wherever I can lay my head. Right now, I'm living in a condemned house. You know, the house has no lights, no water, no gas. This is the bathroom. And it have holes and cracks all through the house. You know, the back room of the house, it done fell in. It rains in the house. You know, and I just have to cover up at night with sleeping clothes, sleeping jackets, scarves, caps, gloves, and just wrap up and cover to the next day and hope I don't have to use the bathroom because there's no working toilet in the house. I have to use a bucket and have to take the bucket outside every day and empty it and put water in it and stuff and keep the bucket washed out to try to take some of the feces and stuff up out of it. You know, first of all, I pray. If it wasn't for God, I don't know where I'd be. You know, I have the faith and the motivation that one day that I will come up out of this hole. I never thought that I'd fall in a slum like this so deep. Right now, I'm at rock bottom. And I get up, the Lord give me breath in me. I get up every day. I try to go pick cans or something to make $1. Where I won't have to ask people, go out and ask people for help. You know, I go out there and I talk to people, let them know my situation, how I'm living and things. You know, a few people might give me a couple dollars, some might go buy me something to eat. This is an everyday thing. This is what I do every day. When I was coming up, I always wanted to be a nurse. And what did I want to be out of life? I wanted to be a psychologist where I can talk to people and deal with people, you know. But then it didn't work out that way. I fell bottom, ripping and running the streets. Once upon a time in life, I was on drugs, but now I've been off drugs for 2.5 years now. I'm clean, sober, just having rough times, struggling.
What's your favorite food?
Chicken. I love chicken.
Life, man, I mean, it's just really, you know what I'm saying, it has its ups and its downs. I'm the type of person, man, that I try and find, you know, the good in the worst situations. You know, I hold a lot of stuff in, and the biggest battle right now for me is trying to balance everything. You know, especially with me and my mom, just, you know, me really just starting to focus in and pay more attention to her situation than I did in the past. Simply because, you know, it was just, you know, stuff to me is, you know, it's more like out of sight, out of mind. And I would, you know, hide a bunch of, I mean, I would just, you know, throw dirt over it, and to me it wouldn't exist no more. But, you know, you still got to face the issue one day. So it's just trying to balance everything, you know. Again, you see the condition, and, you know, you just, like, ever since, you know, I kind of found out, you know, how it was for her, you know, I just been, you know, doing the little that I can, you know, and I mean, that's just what it is. From the start, like, how my feelings towards, you know, what you and Dad had going on, as far as him leaving, you leaving, it was, you know, to me it was tough to deal with, and I never spoke to you about it, because, I mean, you know, we got, as your sons, we got real thick skin, and we just keep a lot of stuff bottled in. But I mean, like, now that's, you know, that kind of lead us to where we are today. I mean, eventually we gotta speak about it and, you know, deal with it and move on. I think that's kind of why, I don't know if you would, sometimes I just, you know, I think that's why I kind of put it off. Like, it ain't happening. In my mind, it's not happening, but in my mind, I know it's happening. You know, with your living conditioning and your state. And I just knew you was in the streets, and it would hurt to have to, you know, go down, you just ride around looking for you. Like, you know, yesterday, same, maybe just that instance. I was, riding around for a whole hour, and, you know, I'm like, man, it's crazy. You know, no personal direct contact. That's crazy, you know, and that kind of, I mean, it hit a vessel. I was like, dang, you know, I mean, I don't complain about where I am in life, because, I mean, there's always somebody doing worse than me. But, you know, when it's somebody close like Mom, you know, regardless of what happened as kids, I mean, in the younger days, when you were younger, when we were younger, you know, we just, you know, just try to build from where we are now. And that's why, you know, I wanted to start coming around more often, and, you know, just picking you up, taking you to the doctor, because that stuff as a kid, that I wished I had Mom at the games, just coming up, you know. And some, you know, I used to feel, you know, selfish. I used to be selfish because, I mean, have selfish thoughts, because it's like, well, she wasn't there for me in the beginning, so why should I be there for her? So, I mean, on the first, you know, when you first started trying to come back around and change and get out the streets or whatever, that's why it was so hard for me to deal with it, because anybody that's ever, I'm quick to jump to just deading people, like blocking them out if anybody ever crossed me, or I ever felt like anybody did something wrong with me, and that's just how I dealt with stuff, you know, coming up, especially something as big as, you know, you and Dad not being around. That was tough. I look at my situation and our situation. And, everything happened for a reason. So it's like, thanks, because what happened between whatever in your life, built me to be who I am, today. And who knows, Nate, if you and Dad would have stayed together, who knows if I would have turned out like I turned out. But I don't know, that's just, that's kind of why I'm, coming back and trying to do the little that I can. It ain't, I know it ain't a lot, but, it's something. I'm just trying to help the best way I can.
Until your dad left in 1996. I wasn't there for you being a mom, but now since I got my life back together and I'm trying to get on the right track, I want you around. I miss the love of my kids, because we must have been close. Those out there. Streets, doing drugs, and doing drugs for a long time, I touched drugs because I couldn't handle life, what was going on in my life. I was abused female, for so many years. And you get tired of being abused, so therefore it just drove me away from everybody,
Alright, you gotta look at me. You looking at the camera.
Oh, I know.
And smiling. I want you to know that as your son, and I'm speaking for me and my brothers and sisters, you're no longer in this fight by yourself.